Yesterday, we looked at the fact that the political structure of a nation is built on dependency. So today, let's look at how we would get there. From the time a person leaves its mother's womb, its every effort is directed towards building, maintaining, and withdrawing into artificial wombs, various sorts of substitute protective devices or shells. The objective of these artificial wombs is to provide a stable environment for both stable and unstable activity, to provide a shelter for the evolutionary processes of growth and maturity, i.e. survival, to provide security for freedom, and to provide defensive protection for offensive activity. This is equally true of both the general public and the elite. However, there is a definite difference in the way each of these classes goes about the solution of the problems. Most people want to be able to subdue and or quash other human beings which disturb their daily lives, but they do not want to have to cope with the moral and religious issues which such an overt act on their part may raise. Therefore, they assign the dirty work to others, even including their own children, so as to keep the blood off their hands. They rave about the humane treatment of animals and then sit down to a delicious hamburger from a whitewashed slaughterhouse down the street and out of sight. But even more hypocritical, they pay taxes to finance a professional association of hitmen, collectively called politicians, and then complain about corruption in government. Another factor is responsibility. And again, most people want to be free to do the things, to explore, etc., but they are afraid to fail. The fear of failure is manifested in irresponsibility, and especially in delegating those personal responsibilities to others, where success is uncertain or carries possible or created liabilities, for example, in law, which the person is not prepared to accept. They want authority, but they will not accept responsibility or liability, so they hire politicians to face the reality for them. So, bottom line, the politicians that they hire, the people hire them so they can obtain security without managing it, obtain action without thinking about it, inflict injury, theft, and death upon others without having to contemplate either life or death, avoid responsibility for their own intentions, and lastly, obtain the benefits of reality and science without exerting themselves in the discipline of facing or learning either of these things. Thus, a nation becomes divided into two very distinct parts: a docile subnation, the great silent majority, and a political subnation. The political subnation remains attached to the docile subnation, tolerates it, and leeches its substance until it grows strong enough to detach itself and then devour its parents. Anyway, I welcome your thoughts on this topic. Again, this is from the Silent Weapons for Quiet War series we've been going through. Again, if you're new to my channel, you haven't checked out some of my other videos, please do so. If you haven't subscribed yet, get on board, subscribe, and I will see you next time. And as always, like I said, I welcome your thoughts on this topic and every other topic that I talk about. See you next time.